Welcome to the Daily Dish with Leanne Ely. This is a show about you, your life, and the vibrancy you want. Join us for daily motivation, wise women's tips, and more as we collectively gather together and move the needle in our lives, heart, mind, body, and soul. Now, here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
Hello. As you can see behind me, ta-da, we're getting ready to move on out. Yes, we're catching a flight after this show. We're going to get it all down and in the suitcases. Everything has to be weighed. We went over last time, so we have to weigh and measure everything, make sure we're not. Has the airline thing changed that it's 40 pounds now instead of 50, right? At least it is with Allegiant Air, which I'm not going to complain. We're just trying to get it all figured out. Catherine and Tanya, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And also to our dream team is here, of course. You know who they are. You say hello to Jenny and Amber and to Lindsay. They're all here on the show, here to help you out. We got some really good questions for you today. And I am going to give you, with the first question we have from Julie, I'm going to give you a basic philosophy that you all can take to the bank. Okay, so hang close for that one. I've got several things to tell you about. First of all, I want to tell you about Leptin Fix. This is our supplement of the week, by the way. Go to savingdinner.com/show to get it. Buy 3, get 1 free. Now, why do I love this so much? Why do we have it? Because this is a hunger hormone that breaks as you start to lose weight. Totally unfair, isn't it? Well, we have a way to combat that. Because as you start to lose weight, your leptin breaks. And you know what leptin does? It fixes your appetite so it doesn't go raging out of control. And that's just a bummer. We don't want that. So definitely 100% get on top of that and get this special today. Savingdinner.com/show. Buy 3, get 1 free. Screaming deal. You take this on an empty stomach. I wouldn't be without it. I take it every single morning along with my SAME on an empty stomach, and they both do the trick. Who am I seeing there? Hi there, Christina. Good to see you. Noreen and Carla, Carol, Karen, Jocelyn's in the house. Hi, Julie. I've got things here for you. John, I don't know who you are, but welcome. Nice to have you here. Joanne, Angie, Ann. Look at all of our lovelies. Karen, Flynn, Martha, Yvonne is here. There's my girl, Jane. It's lovely to have you all here. I've missed being at home. I've had the most wonderful time with my family. My son is back home, and we got him on the plane safely yesterday. And boy, I'll tell you what, there's nothing like family. I wish I could figure out a way to get everybody here in one spot. Not here, but where I am, because that's how I roll. Jeanette, Vanessa, hello. Anne, I'm glad you're here. Noreen. Helen's in the house. Good grief. We got a full house today. We got some good questions too, by the way. So hang tight for that. I want to tell you about the Hot Melt 30. That is starting soon. It starts on April 1st. This is not an April Fool's joke. It starts on April 1st. And can I just say to you, and by the way, Tanya's here, this is the beginning of the rest of your life. I know that sounds so cliche, but can I tell you what a life-changing program the Hot Melt 30 is? Because it gets you out of just doing a sprint and then going back to crazy land and going off the rails. It helps you to see this can be a lifestyle. This can change everything. And I'm not saying that lightly, because what we've done in the Hot Melt 30 is merge everything. Because what is the Daily Dish show about? It's about heart, mind, body, and soul. It's understanding who you are in the whole as an individual. As we do this, as we start to recognize that it's not just one thing, it's all the things as women, that's when the needle really moves in their life. And I'm not just talking about the scale. I'm talking about how everything works. Oh my goodness, Jackie. Hello, love. We love you so, so much, and we're here for you. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you can feel all the love, by the way. So, you can find the Hot Melt 30 at savingdinner.com/30. Spell it out. THIRTY. This is going to see what Tanya just said. See what she said? And I say this because Tanya has completely changed her entire life. And it's not just about the 100+ pounds she lost. It's about her new perspective on life and her new perspective on how to leverage all of this. And she's just been she's been amazing. And I really appreciate the way she contributes to our community. And I say all of this because if you're not a part of our community, you're missing out. So it's the Hot Milk Sprint community on the Facebook application. Deborah, hello. I'm glad you're here. So listen to me. If you haven't thought about this and you haven't considered it, please do. SavingDinner.com/30. Spell it out, THIRTY. It's cheap. It's $27 for the month, and you get the entire guide. You pick and choose your supplements that you might need, or you can get the kit, whatever it is. But this is, I think, is our premier program for addressing all the needs we have as women. All right, just do me a favor and check out the page. All right. Another thing I want to tell you about is this Thursday coming up, which is the 31st, we have our gut webinar. You don't want to miss this. I cannot wait to unload everything that I have to share about all the new information. That is found at savingdinner.com/gut to go get your seat. Go get your seat. And you know why I'm saying this? Because the new research is mind-boggling. Just one thing I'll tell you. I'm going to give you one thing right now. Yes, Jeanette, it's the same guide as last time. So use that. Just make sure you get your supplements and be ready to rock and roll and follow the program, because the more you follow it, you know how it is, the better you're going to do. But let me just tell you about this one little tidbit of information that's going to flipping blow you away. Did you know that your maternal grandmother had your microbiome in her ovaries, in her eggs, that was passed down to your mother and that was passed down to you? That's how much and how quickly. That's Mark's phone, not mine. I'm not going to worry about it. That's how the microbiome works. It's incredible, and it's absolutely essential to get it on point if you want your health on point. Everything is dependent on the health of your gut. So that's why we're doing this. So savingdinner.com/gut. It is a free webinar, and it's on Thursday. Even if you can't make it, do say that, ask for your seat anyway. We will send you the replay. I'm really intense about this, I know, but it is that important. We have text messages, right? Your little phone is going to get you exactly what you want. Seriously, great deals. Am I right? You want great deals? This is how to do it. Other than our casino and gala events and those kind of deals, that's going to be found on our text message list. Here's how you do it. Pull up your message application on your phone and text the word join, all in caps, to this phone number, 855-960-3720, and we will send you a reply back. You need to say yes to confirm your subscription or you won't get in. And when all of this happens, you're going to get some incredible deals. And boy, have we got some stuff planned out for you. You don't want to miss this. So get that done. The other thing that I want to tell you about is you want questions answered next week? Do it now. Pull up your email and all you have to do is send an email to support@savingdinner.com and then put question for Leanne on Friday into that subject line and then let it go. I'll answer it next Friday. This is how you get your questions answered in a timely way and probably are going to benefit others. 2, count them, 1 and 2 Full Bloom events coming up. If you've never been part of Full Bloom, hello. This is our all-day events. I mean, you show up for the show. How about we do it all together in one day as a community? These are intense needle-moving times, and can we just say, do we all agree, pinkies up, that the intensity of it and the gathering together of like-minded women, it's something. You can find our event coming up on Saturday, April 23rd on savingdinner.com/bloom. That is available for you, and the swag bag is going to completely offset the cost of this event. We always over-deliver. And ask anybody who's been there before. It's a great event. This year, we're going to be talking about making your own kind of magic and how that is the key to your purpose and how that's the key to your vibrancy. And I just cannot wait. Joanne, thank you for that. Joanne's pretty much been to all of our full blooms. So you can see what she says. Full blooms are amazing. And she's excited about the one coming in person in July. Yes, me too. Because right now, all I'm asking you to do on this is just to save the dates. We don't have a page for you yet to go to and get all signed up and such. But I just want to tell you, July 29th and 30th, that's going to be Friday for the VIP float and greet. It's usually a meet and greet, but we're going to be floating and greeting because it's going to be at my house. And we're going to be out on the pontoon and with a glass of wine, some appetizers, and making it happen. It's going to be intense. And then Saturday, of course, we have our all-day event, and then a drop-in brunch on Sunday if you are still there. And can I just tell you, this is that up level that you're looking for. This is getting together with your women. This is part of your tribe. This is part of your community. And it will just change everything. These in-person events, I mean, you'll have a high for a month afterwards. So just save those dates. Remember, Brevard, where I live, Brevard, North Carolina, is an intensely summer destination for a lot of people. We go from an 8,000 people population during the year till in the summer we explode to 30,000. So it's going to be busy. Get your accommodations taken care of and your flights if you're going to be flying either to Asheville, Greenville, South Carolina is another airport, but you'll be doing some driving, and Charlotte, North Carolina is another. Both of them are about a 2-hour drive. Asheville is going to be way less than that. All right. And last but not least, here you go. There's our quote of the week. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. And yes, that's what we're talking about here all this week. We've been talking about the pain. So if you haven't seen any of this week's shows, go give them a try. Some of it, we got a couple of replays from older shows. And we also have 2 new shows on Monday and yesterday. Yeah, worthwhile, worth your time. So again, excuse the mess behind me. We are packing. We're getting everything out, trying to get things down to a manageable weight so that we don't get docked and pay another $50, which is so annoying when we got to the airport. I guess that's just how it rolls. Oh, okay. You want to come, Julie? I want you to come. We're going to meet you. And I mean, listen, yeah, I'm a real huggy person. So, just be prepared. I will launch into hug mode and that's it. It's over. I'm just really relieved that, we're pretty much over all the COVID garbage, but, even so, be safe and all of that, because we have to say that. All right. So shall we get to the questions? This is for you, Julie. Speaking of Julie, who wants to come here. This is for Julie. She says, hello, I'm not sprinting at this time, but I have a lot of your supplements. Should I take them all at once in the morning after eating? Should I take them after meals? I'm not sure since I'm not doing the sprint or fast at this time. So, and here's the philosophy I want to give every single person. There are 2 supplements that we take on empty stomachs. One is this one, our supplement of the week, Leptin Fix, and the other is our SAME. Both of those, and they have the directions right on the label, say take on an empty stomach. That's it. Everything else goes with a meal. So I like it with a smoothie because a smoothie knocks those supplements down really easily. Now, here's the philosophy behind this. When you're eating a good, healthy meal and then you're supplementing with the supplements, consider them food. Let them digest together with already the food there. Taking them on an empty stomach, you know what happens? Oh, so much. And, you might get indigestion, you might get kind of nauseous. I can't do it. I've tried to do that. I know some people do it. I don't think, and it's not a good idea. What we're looking for is maximum digestibility. And that's why I say, if you think of your supplements as part of your food, that's the philosophy, then that is all going to go together and it's just, it's all going to get digested together. That's the best possible route. So let's do that with our supplements first thing in the morning. Now, in the evening, there are evening supplements that you can take like I do at night, but because it's not going to be like crazy amounts, taking them on an empty stomach is fine. So that's a whole different thing. If anybody has questions about our supplements or needs to haven't lost their little how to use our supplements, we have a little trifold that we put in every supplement box when we send it out, and telling you exactly and when to take your supplements. So we have that for you. Okay. We have that. If you don't have it with you, all you have to do is send an email to customer service, support@savingdinner.com, and we can send you that guide. I mean, you can download it and what have you. We're not going to send it in the mail separately because, we can just as easily send it to you and get it to you immediately and take care of you. Okay. But just remember, when you get your orders from us, take a look in the box because that little guide is there. It's going to tell you exactly what to do and how to do it. Hi, Nancy. I'm glad you're here. And Elaine, nice to have you. Okay, so that was from Julie. This is from Karen. She says the gelatin in the CoQ10, what is the source? Is it bovine or something else? My husband is allergic to beef of any form, so I'm not sure if he can take the product. No problem for me, but could be for him. So gelatin capsules are traditionally made of a mixed bag of, it's basically collagen, and it can come from pork. It can come from beef. And those primarily are them. And sometimes it's a mixture. So, for those who are kosher or halal, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. The best thing to do is to buy supplements with vegetarian capsules because you don't know, in that. And we don't know because, this is how the whole thing is. Because like I've explained to you before, and we had a question about curcumin and why is it a different color? There's 133 different species of turmeric. And they all have different colors. Some of them are bright yellow. Some of them are almost an orange color. And some of them are borderline brown. And that's how that works. So we're having supply chain issues, our manufacturer is, and they're going to different suppliers to get different things. So same with our capsules. We had to change bottles. We had to change even our labels. There's so many things that had to change because of supply chain stuff. So we have to be flexible with that. So I can't give you an exact thing, but if your husband is allergic to beef, don't have him take our perfect paleo protein either, by the way. And also stay away from any kind of capsule unless it's a vegetarian capsule. I don't care who it is. I don't care what company it is, because we're all getting our capsules from the same place, and that's just how this whole thing works. So that's a great question though. She also had a second question. She said, is Biomega-3X, just curious, this is dried, better, whereas all other things that I have seen is based in oil. Is there a difference in the body's uptake of nutrients dried versus oil-based? Yes, because here's the problem with oil-based supplements, besides the burp factor, am I right? Any oil-based fish supplement that I've ever taken, I get fish burps after, and it's just so nasty. But the reason that we use dried is stability, plain and simple. There's no rancidity in a dried form because they take that oil, it goes immediately, that vat of oil goes to the processor who then dries it. And they do a low heat drying process and test each batch. It's not going to be the efficacy of the omega-3 fatty acids are not going to be tainted at all. And so then they put them into the capsules and here you have it. So you have something that's the efficacy is just, on that same level. You're going to get exactly what it says on that label, number one. So there's no difference. And number two, you're not going to have this questionability of, is this fish oil rancid or is it fresh? We don't know, because here's the problem. It could leave the manufacturer with the oil and everything, just be perfect. And then some, teenager who's supposed to be supplying the shelves of your local Whole Foods or whatever has left the fish oil capsules sitting there on the dock, getting into the heat all day, and they're sitting there going rancid. That's why I hate them. I just really do. And I also never, ever wanted to have fish oil come back at me with a burp. So efficacy-wise, cleanliness-wise, the low risk of rancidity-wise, all right there for you. That's why I love our omega-3, why I love our Biomega-3X. And one of the reasons that it says 3x is because it will give you 3 times, the potency is there and the absorbability is there. That's the other thing that we have to look at is bioavailability, meaning it's not just going to go into your digestive tract and you're going to poop it all out. Yeah, so I said poop today. I did. Instead, your body is going to use it and it's going to absorb it. It's like food. It's good stuff. All right. Now, Eliza has this intense, are you here, Eliza, by the way? She has this intense question. And I know who this is. This is from Dr. Z, who I know, and they're very good people. But also he talks about, they talk about a lot of things that haven't been necessarily scientifically with lots of research proven. This is one of those things because they're talking about, take this phytoplankton and your hair is going to turn back to its original color. So I did a little bit of a semi deep dive into this. I've heard of this before. And there's 2 different types of hair color loss. Okay. The first one comes from it's a loss of melatonin and it just happens. And as you can see, you can see my gray right here, right? I was really lucky. I didn't start going gray until I was in my 60s. And but people oftentimes with darker hair, with brown hair, for example, they can start going gray into their 20s, 30s is more common, and then on and on. Now, the reason for that is just a genetic loss of melatonin. You can't fix that. But there's also stress that will literally produce gray hair. Have you ever heard of this? You can get gray hair from this, even white hair, and it's stress. There are things that you can do to help your hair, nails, and skin, just like our beauty support, for example, that's going to support your body and melatonin in your hair. But, will it happen or will it happen? Well, the research says that it might be a temporary fix, and it's if it catches it at the right time while your hair is starting to turn into that gray color. So, you have choices here. You can either embrace the gray and go on that, or you can let it go. You can just say, you know what, I'm just going to go get my hair dyed. I do that. This is my normal color, but I get highlights. So I don't have a base color per se. And that's why some of this gray is showing through. But you know what I'm happy about? That there's hair here. This is all, this used to be like this huge balding patch here. This is all, I'm telling you, this beauty support just works on this side too. Same idea, you just have it. Beauty support does what it's supposed to do. And it's because of the biotin, the B vitamins. There's also some other things. Fish oil is really essential for keeping the pigment in the color of your hair. You might look into magnesium deficiency. And I believe there's 85% of Americans have a magnesium deficiency, and it's going to impact everything, even your heart. A regular heartbeat can be traced to magnesium deficiency and other things too. I'm not saying just, but magnesium deficiency is a thing. So those are the things that I would take a look at and especially our beauty support. I would use that and see if that doesn't help a little bit, but you can't really control that. And Andrea's right. She said she had her first 2 gray hairs at age 46. It's totally stressed. I believe I brought on menopause when everything was clicking along just fine. And I had an extraordinarily stressful phone call. And I'm not going to get into that all right now, but it was just like, involving one of my kids. And I remember being on the phone. I was 52, 53, and I had my first hot flash. And I just remember everything just changed from there. And it was stress. You can just connect the dots on this stuff. I didn't get gray hair out of the deal. I got menopause like that. So our body's stress hormones do produce different chemical reactions in our bodies, and that could be connected to it. But changing it back is, there's a whole bunch of snake oil out there that you got to be careful of because, they would have you believe after this 30-day supply that you're going to be great. And that just isn't the case. No, it's not the case. You know what the case is? The case is that you take good care of yourself as best you can, and you work with you understand that we all are under stress. And I've had days where I have just had more stress and more stress, like super stressful. I will meditate 2-3 times a day. Just have to. including, and then I have my morning and my evening meditation. Those don't move. That's part of my morning and evening rituals. And during the day, I'll just say, I need a timeout just to bring it all back down, because stress has a chemical reaction in your body, had from everything to do with changing the melatonin in your hair, to how your heart responds, to how your sex hormones respond, like I just said, all of it, all of it. So that's what we need to do. And for all of you who have darker hair, these hair dyes are really suspect. So strong suggestion is find a natural hair dye that doesn't contain carcinogens, because there's a ton of them in dark hair dye, including lead, and it's not kind. So work with your hairdresser, find something natural, find a hairdresser that understands and appreciates, cleaner products. That's what I do. And it doesn't last nearly as long as the old stuff, but I'm happier with it, and it feels better, and I'm vain enough to go get my hair done. So, there you go. Just let it go, let it go. And I also posted in our Facebook group, the Hot Milk Sprint group, there's been a few medications, blood pressure medications that have been recalled. So just go to the page for that information. Pfizer's doing a voluntary recall on one of their drugs and a couple of generics that I guess Pfizer makes. But that's scary. I don't like that stuff. It has cancer compounds in it. How do you like that? Okay, so there you go. There's your show for today. Thank you so much for just, being here for me and help and keeping us safe. We travel tonight, so prayers for stress. What supplement do you recommend for stress-related gray? I would go with beauty support, simply because I know, biotin's been proven for hair. Yeah. And did I say melatonin? I meant melanin. Yeah. Thanks, Jane. Nancy, thank you for your safe travels comment. I appreciate that. We don't get home till 11:30 tonight. That is late. But then tomorrow, our doggy trainer is going to be bringing our little Lincoln home. So I'm really missing him. I'm going to be glad to see him and get back to getting all the laundry done and back to regular life. You know how that is. I am going to sleep in tomorrow morning a little bit. We'll see. Anyway, peace be with you all. I appreciate you. And if you have any questions about anything that we talked about, thanks, Anne. I appreciate that. If you have any questions about anything that we've talked about today, or you need more information, never hesitate to reach out to us in customer service. We're there for you, and it gives us great pleasure to be able to support you in any way that we can. Thank you again for joining me. Let me go finish getting packed, and I will see you on Monday. I can't wait. Peace be with you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Check back for new episodes. If you missed the live show, you can always watch the replay. You can find Saving Dinner on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, pinkies up.